It's time for Friday Fabulous Florida.
There is a gigantic alligator in my kitchen.
A look at the weirdest stories from our weirdest state.
To start with a bizarre one for sure that comes out of the land of Pasco County, is it? Winter Haven, Florida, anyway. It's Polk County. Wait a minute. Isn't Polk County Grady?
Polk, yep, that's our pal Grady.
What he's got going here is a situation.
That's our favorite sheriff, Grady Juh. And this dude in Winter Haven, Florida, had a hankering for beef jerky and pistachio nuts, and that hankering, that desire, was so strong that he swiped more than $100 worth of that stuff from a Polk County convenience store without stopping to pay. There he is.
To the mini mart we go in Florida, huh?
To be fair, we just had a picture of him up there.
I just closed the tab. Let me break it back.
Okay, he's got that kind of, I hope you won't take this the wrong way, but sort of like a Russian hitman kind of look. Doesn't he have that sort, right? Anton Karamov. Actually, he is. It sounds like he's Ukrainian, maybe Russian, whatever. But on the Mark Thompson booking scale meter, I'm giving him I'm going to give him a 5, actually, everybody. I'm going to give him a 5. And the reason is that he wants the angry, sort of strong man look, and I think he gets it. I think he achieves it. So nice job, Anton.
They used the alternate angle, too, on that shot, too.
Yeah, I like that. It doesn't even look like a booking photo.
Yeah, could we get one with you maybe looking away in the distance?
As if you're in deep reflection.
Yes. Right. Surveillance video showing Anton walking into a Love's truck stop, stopping to look at a sign depicting a deputy patrol car that read "free ride if you shoplift from this store." Then he walks inside the store, continues in, grab beef jerky and pistachio nuts, and walks out. Wow.
Good day, sir.
Oh, Anton.
Come on. Grady Judd did weigh in with a quote, and the Grady quotes are always strong. He said, "He's nuts for a nut."
What he's got going here is a situation.
I guess so. The pistachios ruled the day there. Thank you, Grady. A dude accused of posing as a drug cartel captive and extorting $80,000 from his wife was intended to support his drug habit. He's in Melbourne.
If you extort $80,000 from your wife, aren't you extorting $80,000 from yourself?
No, I don't know how their accounts were set up, but maybe he did. Even when you share accounts, sometimes if you say, "I'm using this money for gambling and for drugs," your other half isn't so.
Problem with that?
Yeah, might have. So instead, he said that he was involved in this drug cartel, and he extorted his wife. Essentially, she didn't give him the money voluntarily for $81,000. It turns out it was just for his drug habit. Eric Paul Johnson, there he is, and again on the Mark Thompson Show booking photo meter, I'm going to give him a 5. Yeah, once again, I think very,
pretty good.
He looks okay. Yeah. He was reported missing by his wife after he was allegedly being held for ransom by this Mexican cartel. The wife said that she returned home from work, got multiple messages from an unknown phone number demanding various sums of money. He apparently led the woman to believe that they were being blackmailed, claiming that a man named Troy was stepping in to help them. A man named Troy. I don't know. Anyway, it's quite the story. Messages said that this guy who you saw, Johnson, would be hurt or would not come home if his wife did not send the money to this Cash App account, to Johnson's Cash App account. Here's one of the messages. It said, "I'm running from whoever your husband sent after me in our business. It's only a matter of time before they catch me. $500 now for my family, or again, things will happen." And then another, $500 now or buenas noches. Then another, better send $500 now or he won't make it to the wedding.
Oh.
Wow. he began frequently disappearing.
It's a wild idea, but it just might work.
Yeah. And so apparently he dropped out of sight a couple of times prior to this. This is kind of a move. And after the ransom was paid, the guy showed up again. And of course, there is another woman involved. When they looked at Johnson's phone, it revealed that he went to another woman that he was sexting with.
Scoundrel.
Yeah, while he was being reported missing from his wife. So it's not pretty.
What?
It's not pretty.
You have to respect the hustle a little bit. He was choosing every avenue to try to get that money.
Yeah, he did. He did play every card in the deck there. Mm-hmm. Once you've been missing a few times, I think that move becomes a little less effective, though. That's my sense of it. But anyway, back to the action. A Florida truck driver is charged with moving $1 million in cocaine from L.A. to Indianapolis. Yeah, he's accused of using his trucking business to drive $1 million worth of cocaine from L.A. to Indy. And there he is.
That's the drug sniffing dogs at the border stops.
It's like, oh my God, this is like too much, right? Yenner Pena Machado. There he is, a 41-year-old Miami resident, and on the Mark Thompson booking photo scale meter, I'm giving him a 7. I think he looks good. Yes.
Oh, that's
I think he looks good. I think he looks good. He doesn't look angry. Mm-hmm. I think he looks strong and alert. He was arrested last week after Indiana State Police found around $1.1 million worth of illegal drugs while searching his semi-truck during a traffic stop in Putnam County. That's what it looked like. I was curious, how much is $1.1 million worth of cocaine? There it is in the picture. Yeah. There was a motor carrier compliance inspection that was going on, and that's why they opened up the truck to begin with.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Seriously,
Right.
Wonder what he was thinking as he rolls in to have the truck check station, Like, God, here it comes.
So it's always interesting what's going on and what gives these guys away. There's a commercial driver's license that was given to the cops when he was stopped, and then documents saying that he was president of Meteor Express Carrier. So the trooper saw that he was supposed to be en route to Morris, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago, to deliver this refrigerated food. That's the cover story, all right? So he was asked, hey, dude, why have you driven nearly 200 miles in the wrong direction? I mean, away from Chicago, where you're supposedly being expected to deliver this food. And he said he was distracted by a phone call with his wife and planned to turn around at the next truck stop. So it's his story is pretty...
Ooh, it's a wild idea, but it just might work.
You have to say something, but it was not the story that worked. It's 70 pounds of cocaine, 45 pounds of marijuana, and over $47,000 in cash. I mean, not a bad afternoon, but it ended with his arrest. So
Good day, sir!
Yeah. Leprosy is spreading in Florida. Leprosy is on the rise again in the U.S., particularly in Florida. The World Health Organization says 200,000 cases of leprosy occur every year worldwide and are often associated with contact with armadillos. That's...
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing with
Oprah?
the armadillo?
What?
There, thank you. Again...
Are you licking it? Like, what are you doing with it?
Let me just say that they are the sweetest, most fabulous creatures, and I don't understand why people would be anywhere near them. Why not just leave them alone? But, of course, that isn't what happens. And we're experiencing in the U.S. a creep upwards in the number of cases we have and infections that we have. They've doubled over the past decade. And the reality is it's not just people who are exposed to armadillos. It's people who are exposed to armadillos and people who aren't exposed to armadillos in this country. So the CDC said there were 159 new cases of leprosy in the U.S., around a fifth of which were in Florida. Wow. And of the Florida cases, 81% were found in Central Florida. So that research continues, and we wish them well with
Emil Schaffhausen.
the third is doing it. Dr. Emil Schopausen is out in front on that research.
We can treat that now, though. I think used to be they'd send you to an island somewhere, but now there's medicine.
Oh, my God, yes. Well, you know who's instrumental in that discovery of that treatment?
Emil Schopausen.
I mean, I don't make it up. The guy really was, he's a great, great doctor. Thousands of highly toxic toads, dangerous to pets, are breeding in Florida. Your pet could die in as little as 15 minutes if it bites or swallows the invasive amphibians known as bufo toads, cane toads, or giant marine toads. Wow.
There's never been anything like this.
Yeah. According to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, cane toads were introduced into the state to control agricultural pests in sugar cane in the 1930s and 40s. So this is really the law of unintended consequences. Researchers believe the current populations resulted from escapes and releases by importers in the 1950s and 60s. So now you have these things running amok. The toads are right now found in central and southern Florida, generally south of the I-4 corridor. They release a milky toxin, the toads do, that sticks in pets' mouths, and before you know it, it's all over. So this is a problem. These toxic toads can kill pets and are killing pets in minutes. A Florida man dies after a Harley-Davidson motorcycle test drive goes horribly wrong. Yeah, what could go wrong, Albert? Police say that the guy was test driving a motorcycle at a nearby shopping center when he had a fatal accident. He lost control of the motorcycle that he was test driving and crashed into the exterior of a wall.
I guess he's not buying that motorcycle.
Well, he's not buying anything after this. I mean, this is
Good day, sir.
right. The victim was
nothing.
No, exactly. The victim. And who's going to pay for that motorcycle? The victim was transported to a local hospital where he sadly was, succumbed to his injuries.
Was he riding high or what? I mean,
there was no information. He was apparently a little challenged by the motorcycle situation, by the Harley, and for whatever reason, he was struggling. That is Friday Fabulous Florida, but we don't end this segment without picking a favorite. And we don't want to do it, but we have to do it. It is in the bylaws of this show. And so I will remind you of the stories that we've just shared. The beef jerky pistachio nut crazed man who walks past the shoplifting is illegal sign and shoplifts. He's behind bars. The Florida man accused of posing as a drug cartel captive, extorting $80,000 from his wife to support his drug habit.
it's pretty creative.
The Florida truck driver charged with moving $1 million in cocaine from L.A. to Indy, busted because the cops said, "What are you doing here in Indy when your papers say you're supposed to be in Chicago?" Leprosy spreading in Florida from armadillos and beyond. Florida's got the highest numbers on leprosy in the country. Toxic toads that are killing pets in minutes, breeding in Florida, out of control. The Florida guy dying after getting on that Harley Davidson for a test drive and running it right into a wall. This is hard. I am going first to Kim. What do you think, Kim?
I am going to respond to Josh's question. Do toads count as alligators?
Kim, how are you?
I think the answer is yes, so I'm going with the bufo toad.
Oh, great. Great choice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Albert, what was your favorite, please?
Albert, thank you.
I mean, this is a man who looks like he didn't get his beef jerky. That looks like, yeah, he looks unhappy. I was thinking it was like, yeah, he didn't. At least he's like, at least give me a bite of one of these beef jerkies I was trying to steal. I like the beef jerky story. Great quote, and yeah, I just love it.
Yeah. The I think that's a great booking photo. It's very, I'm telling you, it looks very Hitman-y. I mean, if we're casting a hitman for a movie, that guy's definitely getting a call back. He's definitely getting a call back.
When he gets out of jail, maybe he'll go to Hollywood.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
there are plenty of beef jerky convenience stores in Hollywood. For me, it's between that guy and the Harley thing. The Harley is just so, I mean, that you test drive a Harley and you run it right into a wall, killing it. I mean, it's just so, I know it's wrong, but that's so Florida to do that. I'm going to go with the Harley Davidson test drive. All right. You can vote or indicate your preference.
We're using the polls for Mark's Madness, so just please vote in the chat. Just tell us your favorites. I see a lot of favorites.
Yeah, Harley.
Here.
Somebody else voted for Harley. Gordon.
Beef jerky, pistachios make it funnier here by Josh.
Yeah.
Karen, I kind of agrees with you. What about the motorcycle guy?
Yeah. Leprosy wins, says Brian. Florida trifecta.
I didn't want to share photos of that one during that story.
Extortion, fake captivity, drug addict. That's true. Tom is right. That I was thinking about that. I was flirting with the stealing of the $81K from the wife, but
yeah, if there was a machete involved, that's an easy winner. But there was no
true.
Machete.
Yeah, it needed a machete. That's Friday Fabulous Florida for today.
This has been Friday Fabulous Florida.
There is a gigantic alligator in my kitchen.
Y'all come back now here.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe. Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.